Welcome to D&D Journey of the 5th Edition. Join us in our campaign and shenanigans as we explore the subterranean labyrinths, plunder hordes of treasure, battle legendary monsters. This podcast will be following our gaming group and the adventures of these characters, as well as a few guests from time to time. Join us as we start a new campaign and our journey to experience the best, and maybe the worst, in the 5th edition of Dungeons & Dragons.
Hi, this is Kelly, aka Trixie from Ragnarok and Roll, a Scion to Ragnarok story, and Tilda Wimblewick from D&D Journey of the 5th Edition. First off, I would just like to say thank you to everyone for listening to our varied adventures, as well as for rating us on iTunes and RPGpodcast.com. If you haven't rated us yet, we would greatly appreciate it if you could. And if you're looking for more ways to support our efforts, we are now on Patreon, a great site where you can help us continue making more podcasts, as well as some special surprises for our patrons. If you can, please look us up at www.patreon.com/cppn. Every little bit helps. And again, thank you for listening.
You're on.
Yeah, tell us about that.
So the work party was, they took 30 of us, give or take, split us into teams of 10, and we went to Escape Adventure. They have 3 rooms, and we had enough time to do 2 different rooms. So we all got sent into the rooms, and then we came out and we all got sent into different rooms after a bit of a team shuffle.
Are the rooms different themes?
They are. So the 2 oldest rooms, one of them's Journey Through Africa, and the other's Patriot something. It's basically older period Americas.
Ooh.
I didn't go through that one.
Colonial?
Yeah.
Like colonial.
Ooh.
And I didn't go through that one, but the one I went through first was Escape the Dead. And
Zombies.
I can't do spoilers, of course, for anyone who is going to possibly go in and try this. But what I will say is that there's a lot of finding the combinations and interpreting clues for combinations on locks and finding keys for locks. And there will be several surprises. And there was, out of the 6 runs that our floor did in total, we only had 1 team that didn't make it within the hour to escape the rooms. And which was surprising because we got outside and the guy there was talking to us about the stats, and he said, well, for the Patriot and the Africa, the success rate's about like 23-25%.
Wow.
And
Really?
for Escape
That
the
hard?
Dead, it's 17.
Oh.
To which we all responded, well, we work in IT and we work at an education company, so
Higher end of the curve.
right.
Wow.
So you had 10 people in each of your teams.
Is that
Yep.
the maximum
That's-
allowed? How many people are...
So there comes a certain point of diminishing returns for teams. He said that the optimal team size is about 5 to 8.
Yeah.
Too few, you can't figure everything out in time, and too much, you end up,
Fumbling.
like
yeah.
I had to do a couple of laps of the room just to make sure we didn't miss something, because everybody else was working on this or that puzzle at the same time.
So it's puzzles, and you guys, basically, your methodology was to go in and, tear the room apart, right?
Yes, you essentially have to toss the room because sometimes clues will be on the bottom of stuff. Or in stuff, or this magazine's turned to a certain page, or some such like that.
Hopefully somebody didn't close the magazine.
Right. Well,
Well, they probably
we
cut the
learned
room area.
by that time we had learned. Okay, don't disturb anything. If it's
So,
open,
yeah.
it's for a reason. So let's interpret all that.
But you
Stop
had
it and
fun.
Yes,
like a
we
video
did.
game.
And everyone else had fun.
Yes.
So
it was-
your
it was-
group as a whole gives a thumbs up to...
Yes, I would say so. It was a very good time had by all.
It sounds like the best, team building party for geeks that I've ever heard of.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we should totally do it.
Especially ever since Big Bang Theory did their episode.
Oh, I know. I've wanted
I
to do it
haven't
ever
seen
since.
that
I've wanted to do it ever since I heard that even one of the cruise ships on the Royal Caribbean cruise ships has one of the puzzle rooms.
Uh-huh.
And I was like,
See, originally I was a little
"Damn,
bit
I wanna do
skeptical
that."
on the concept, but after yesterday, I'm like, sure, let's do it.
Gaslight Gathering is supposed to have a puzzle room this coming year.
Oh.
Really?
Oh.
Oh.
Steampunk.
Steampunk puzzle room.
Will there be gears?
Yes. You
Of
see how I'm
course.
like trying to lure you all to
I
gaslight.
noticed
gaslight.
that.
Well, the problem is San Diego's so expensive.
Well, you know, but it's close, and if you
Hey, we'll see.
split
I
the
can
And when
Lord.
is Gaslight Gathering?
that will be in October this coming
October.
year, towards the beginning of October. I don't have the dates off the
You
top
mean
of my
during
head.
RingCon?
Hopefully not. And Gail Carriger is going to be the guest of honor.
Registered.
Oh, really?
So I'm like, should we
Carriger?
should shamelessly plug it and make a Kickstarter, GoFundMe, whatever?
Chemistry
We'll do
girls?
whatever you
like-
want for the chemistry
Actually,
girls.
we're
yeah.
not pre-registered for RingCon this year, are we?
No, we're not.
The chemistry girls should totally be there.
Oh. Yeah. Whew.
Well, see, maybe if the chemistry girls get their stuff together, remember like the calendar idea that's being worked on.
Yeah.
We're in production on the costumes.
Mm-hmm. On the costumes, maybe some of the little tchotchkes that we were thinking of making.
I'm already in production.
Okay. We could do like a little GoFundMe.
That
Where's
just
the
feels
starter?
like begging.
It's not if you're giving stuff away.
Yeah, this wouldn't be one.
That's true.
It wouldn't be one of those GoFundMes where it's just give me money. It would be the here's what we will give you in order of this, and we will
Right.
pimp ourselves out horribly for you.
You might.
Okay, I can do that. I have no shame.
Indiegogo
Well,
or Rocket
Yeah.
Hub in that case, because I think the return is a little bit higher than GoFundMe.
Mm.
So that's like they charge like 9 or 13% or something like that. So,
Well, that one worked out a lot better.
Yeah.
Yeah, this it's still making it malleable, but
As we apologize for the noise because we're sculpting at the moment while we're gaming.
yes.
We are crafting and gaming. We are multitasking.
I'm a
Godzilla
multifaceted
was
cleric.
Yes.
grievously wounded.
Poor Godzilla.
Oh, Gojiro.
All right.
Okay, so we should probably start.
Yes, that was a good
Yeah.
plug for the
That was a very good
escape
plug.
adventures.
Yeah.
And there's
I
one
wanna
here in
try it.
Tucson too now.
There's more than one,
Did you
actually.
do the one in Scottsdale or?
No, it was oh shoot, where was it? Far Side, Eastern Phoenix, Gilbert?
Gilbert, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because there's one here in town.
But
now.
no, there's at least more. There's two, I think, now. Because remember, Kelly, we got a flyer
Yeah,
from while we were at Comic-Con
yeah, we met this one lady who
who
runs
just
one.
opened one.
Yeah. Oh, that's
And
right.
I can't remember what it was called. I have the flyer somewhere, and oh my
Mm-hmm.
god, for the life of me, I'm like, where did I put it?
Well,
The good ones will have like a rotation. They'll come up with a new one and redo their rooms.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that way it's not just the same.
So it's not the
Right.
same.
after hearing Jazz talk about it, it's like, I think the TSS board needs a, team building exercise in the escape adventure.
that. And
Well,
the,
but
the
remember, you can need
CPPN.
at least 10 people. No.
CPPN, that would be, we need a team building
CPPN
exercise.
Yeah.
needs a team building exercise.
Yeah.
That's right.
And it's not just I lock you all in a room with only 1 day's worth of rations and 2 days worth of water.
Thank you for not doing that. I can't promise how I would do in that situation.
And then I throw out survival tidbits of you can drink another human being's blood and live 1 day on that.
Yeah, but we already know that.
Just get the clotting material out with a stick.
Hell, I learned that from the ElfQuest comic book.
Aww, yay ElfQuest for strange survival techniques.
Only they used a zwoot.
As woot.
And you're
You
not
don't
gonna,
know ElfQuest?
Mm-mm.
Oh my
Oh.
god.
I've read this
I have
some
to bring
and-
you into the fold
Into
of
the
ElfQuest.
fold of ElfQuest. Oh my
Oh
gosh.
my gosh,
which
you'll
they've got
totally
them back
love
in
it.
print again.
Oh, and I know
Really?
they're
new episodes.
reprinting them all in black and white and stuff like that. But I have the original warped graphic novel ones, colors that you will not see anywhere else. You know, and they're kind of old, but I protected them and stuff. And then I have some later ones, and no, it wasn't. What was the ones before warp graphics? I have the originals. Oh my god, they're so awesome.
Are they like some very 1980s colors palettes?
Oh well,
Lots
it's
of yellows and pastels.
the ElfQuest started before 1980s.
Oh, so it's
uh,
1970s color palettes.
It's gorgeous. Where do you see it? In fact, totally like. Do you know with the movie Wizards?
Yes.
You remember Weehawken?
Weehawk? No.
Weehawk. You remember?
No.
Yeah, Weehawk. Okay, he was the elf in there and stuff. Just imagine him, like really cool and pretty. And
Which is really cool.
They were inspired by the elves.
I'll show you. I'm going to show you ElfQuest because the Wolf Riders and the Sun Folk and the you see, he knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I read some of it. I think I quit after the 4th or 5th season. I don't know, whenever the castle went forward in time.
Okay, yeah, then they started running concurrent stories and they had different things going on, so understandable. But the pure ones, the ones like from the first books, you get the first 4 books are the best in my opinion. But now they've tied everything together again, and now they're doing the final quest.
Oh.
Final quest.
The final
that
quest.
thing you posted on
They had
Facebook.
they had the wave dancers and they had Jinx.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Jinx
and they
was
have
the
all these
futuristic.
different
There's only
ones,
one
so-
surviving.
And and Ember went off too and had her tribe and stuff like that. So it's like there's many things going on, and then there was the anthologies
So
and
cooler
stuff like
than
that.
this.
Cool, yeah,
What is
way
that?
cooler.
Oh yeah,
Prettier.
that's Weehawk.
Cooler than
Oh, yeah.
Weehawk.
No,
Yeah.
look at ElfQuest.
Yeah, basically
I'm
it's
telling you-
like Conquest of the Galaxy.
Wendy and Richard Penny.
Star
did
Wars
this.
is the cooler, prettier version.
It is awesome.
I feel like this is our day when we plug other things because we're sort of like.
But yes,
We're warming up to it.
Dark
That's
Horse
okay.
has officially
Dark Horse.
is
Dark
now
Horse.
officially producing the ElfQuest, and they've brought out the final quest. It's epic.
That's delightful.
There's always the final quest until the next quest. There is no final quest.
The final quest.
I even have the rare copy of the VHS proto animation that they did, and it has from the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Leonardo's voices in it and stuff like that. Yeah, and it's not like true animation because it's really just the
She
fight
actually
skills.
also has a moonshade costume that I made her.
And believe it or not,
I do
folks,
have a
she
moonshade
actually is
costume.
married.
I know, I've had it for years. And I actually have this laser cutout of I painted all the Ral Partha miniatures of ElfQuest.
So you might be what one would call a fan.
I'm a fan, yeah,
And she's a girl.
fan
So she's a
girl.
fangirl.
Oh,
And,
that's already looking like an arm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking
trying
of
to make
laser
it like
cuts,
a
did you
claw.
see that Uber laser
Yeah,
cutter
'cause
that's
it's-
coming out that's like $4,000 a
Oh,
pre-order?
the Glowforge?
Yeah. Oh my
Yeah, I've
god,
seen
it
it.
cuts everything,
Oh.
including food.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Did you see the tortilla that
Uh-huh.
that they cut the tortilla and make turns
I'm like, what we
into a
need to do is
record,
get a hold of the foundry and everyone, we all get together and we get one.
right?
And then we mass produce things, because making things is fun.
That's right.
Well, and there's ElfQuest. Apparently, that's
You
a.
found
Let me
ElfQuest?
see.
Well, I found a
Yes,
less
that's
blurry image.
yeah. The ElfQuest show. What is the ElfQuest show?
I don't know what the
but,
ElfQuest show is.
It was,
but
yeah, that's-
it was a show. Canadians got to watch it.
No.
Really? I don't
No.
know.
Canadians get
No.
Find out what it is. You have the Google machine.
I have the
We're killing
Google
Did
time.
you
machine.
go on the internet machine?
We're waiting for the blood flow to start to the brains.
The Google machine. Let's see.
The blood is flowing to the feet to keep them warm and not to the brains to get the gaming going.
You know, we really do have to have an episode,
We
though.
do. We desperately do
saying.
because we have 2 weeks of no gaming after this.
Right.
Because I'm assuming the day after Christmas we're not gaming.
I'll be on a plane. Flying.
Flu flu.
Boy, her arms will get tired.
Yes, it's a long
Hey,
flight.
but the important thing, she gets the rest of the knee.
Yes.
That's exactly right.
That's right. Okay.
So you know what you,
You
could
can
do.
hold
I'm
it.
gonna make it
Yes.
into a gear.
So
I
yeah,
think.
it's. I'll have to loan you my graphic novels if you're interested.
Yes.
I have multi sets, so,
And so the nice
but you
thing
still
is
have to take care
when
of
you
all
bake
of
that
them. But you have
sculpting,
to
you
see
can
it in
put some
color,
gears
not
into
the
it.
because they're also coming out with the complete ElfQuest Volume 1, complete ElfQuest Volume 2. They're still putting together complete ElfQuest Volume 3 because that's when they mush everything. You know, they have to get the
Right.
concurrent lists and
It-
the anthologies and stuff together. So
And then they got
You
to
would
retcon
like
it.
to know that the ElfQuest show is a podcast.
see, there we go.
It's a podcast?
It is. It appears to be.
Do they have new episodes?
Let us see. Let us find out, dear listeners, about the ElfQuest show.
the ElfQuest
The
show.
ElfQuest show.
Okay. What? Apparently, I just added it to my podcast. Which
that's
there's
good.
20 new episodes. Is that from ElfQuest or is that?
Oh my
from...
god, look how good you just started popping out gear here.
She's just like
Look at that.
amazing. That's how she is.
I'm glad I got you those tools.
All right, let's see.
It's almost like those make things easier.
Well, actually, these are the tools that I got myself, but
Oh.
yours I use for the...
Then you just need to start pumping out some more product.
See, I told you, we'll build him better. We'll make him, you know...
Bigger?
Stronger.
Better?
Faster.
What? This
He'll be
podcast thing is
Mecha...
hard
He'll
to
be
use.
Bionic Godzilla instead of Mecha Godzilla.
He'll be Gear Godzilla.
Gear Godzilla.
Well,
Gear Heart Godzilla.
Well, I'm trying to find out this information about the ElfQuest podcast, and I fail.
And then you just take this and like whoosh some texture into it. Got texture.
If you want texture, just use the texture from the original Godzilla.
You get texture from this, but this is, bio-organic-y, techy, whoosh.
Yeah.
See, look at the textures.
Crazy. All right, the ElfQuest show. Let's see if this is going to be more information. It's elfquest.com,
Okay,
and it's the ElfQuest show.
It sounds official then.
Yes. So this was from April 17th, 2014.
If you want, you could rub the pen across, which give you this little...
Oh, there are no new episodes, but it says, drum roll, hats off to Supreme Questers Ryan Brown and David with a complicated last name that's
Something
clearly
Slavic.
Slavic.
It's like...
I don't want to butcher dear David's last name, so I'm not going to. But I've created the very first podcast devoted exclusively to ElfQuest! The first episode features David and Ryan discussing Final Quest 2, and their plan is to do one episode for each issue of Final Quest. They're also talking about doing special episodes in between that focus on specific topics like Wendy's art or specific story themes. Listen to episode 1 right here. Go to elfquest.com. It'll take you there. And be sure to comment and make suggestions to the ElfQuest show. Oh, by the way, it's a hard G in Larrigan's name. Okay. I don't know who that is because I'm not like a...
I don't know who it is either.
But it's a hard G, so...
It's a hard G. All right, so podcast addicts.
That's good to know.
So there's an ElfQuest podcast for all
you
the
go.
fans.
We got to give Carrie an
just
ElfQuest
really-
episode here. Sounds like she's got at least one.
Fire
good
and
episode.
Flight, still my fave.
Didn't they come
What
out
was
with a
that?
role playing game?
The
for
first
ElfQuest?
graphic novel
that
they put all the issues together. The first one where the
Mm-hmm.
wolf riders flee the forest because the stupid humans get all
Uppity with their fire.
well, all culty and zealotry and they're gonna burn out the demons and
Pointy-eared demons.
Yeah, the pointy-eared demons.
You can't trust
Exactly. The pointy-eared demons. And stuff, and so they have to flee through the troll caverns, and they get tricked by the trolls. They wind up in the desert, and then next thing you know, they get rescued. They find
Whoa,
the
spoilers.
I know.
Spoilers.
Yeah.
Oh, spoilers.
Spoilers.
Well,
Yeah,
so ElfQuest podcast.
gives me all the warm and fuzzies.
Then I'll just have to give you the recorder and have you go off on an 8-hour recording of ElfQuest.
No, I don't think so.
You could do it easily. I'm pretty sure you could.
It's a lot of ElfQuest.
I introduced it to Trevor too when he was younger, and he was like, "Yeah,
It's awesome. Generational.
yeah."
Mm-hmm. And they still do
Well, but the
conventions and stuff.
artistry of Wendy
Yeah, they
Penny
do Phoenix
is fabulous.
Comic-Con.
Mm-hmm.
I know. I just don't get to go.
Well, you're going to Phoenix Comic-Con next year, right?
Hopefully.
There's no hopefully in this. We're doing Phoenix Comic-Con. I already got the time off. Chris is going to be joining me. Chris says he will go drinking if there's another Red Wedding night on Comic-Con.
Well,
We're already playing some group-themed costumes.
I'm
Yeah.
hoping to be back there and paneling and doing steampunk stuff once more. And
Oh, speaking of which, the Renaissance. Do you know when it's a good time to book a room there? Because Chris is wanting to get a room at that hotel instead of the one they were at last year.
It's it
I would,
now.
I'd start looking and see if they have the rates up now.
Okay.
I would not wait past January.
Yeah, because less than 6 month mark and.
I think I tried to book in like March, and everything was sold out, hotel room wise, which is why we ended up at the San Carlos. I was happy with it. Some people are freaked out by the elevators. I thought they were charming.
What's wrong with the elevators?
They're just haunted.
They're death traps.
Oh, hey, after the ones in Chicago? Man.
Or the
Try
ones you were
doing a
describing to me last
100-year-old
night
building
about the
with
Queen
really
Mary.
old elevators.
Right.
Not
You didn't know
100-year-old
the Queen Mary
elevators.
was haunted?
Well, no. There's
Oh,
this
that's the Queen Mary's haunted.
there's this elevator near the boiler room that sort of smells like death on the Queen Mary, and I had some little adventures at the Queen Mary for the last.
What did we just say about your
You
understatement?
just
Our
do
little
the
adventures.
stairs, but I guess you can't do the stairs because you were in a wheelchair.
I was in a wheelchair,
Platform.
so everybody else did the
Well, it's
stairs.
supposed to look like it's hinged.
No, but I mean put a real hinge in it. Dude, it's two separate pieces and put together with little hinges in.
We really will have to play though.
Yeah, we
Yes.
should play
Let's just
something.
say it.
All right, we should play. We've pimped some things.
We have eaten some sugar, drank some diet drinks.
Yeah,
Caffeine.
shout out to TGG, Tucson Games and Gadgets for the M&Ms. Woo!
Yeah, free M&Ms for Christmas
I
this
know,
season.
it's so
Because
awesome.
we were all good little gamer boys and girls.
Or he's really saying we were bad because the regular chocolate M&Ms, they would be like candy covered coal.
That was true.
Those
Right.
are my favorite.
Except they're much tastier than candy-covered coal.
It's true.
That's true.
I don't know, did you try the bubblegum candy coal that we gave you?
I
From
don't, yeah.
Now, if you came in here and
I
dropped
have
some
not
free
yet.
black
Little
licorice,
packets
that
of
would be the
awesomeness.
equivalent of coal.
There you
My
go.
problem is I usually save your little packets of awesomeness and like a memorial of the awesomeness.
Because it is the awesomeness.
From the Dickens Tea Party.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
We should probably mention.
Let's,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
Oh. Oh.
The Great Train Robbery.
The great change. All right, moving right
Okay,
along.
so
Yeah.
Here
welcome
we
back to D&D Journey of the 5th Edition.
Woo!
To part 3 of Glitterdoom.
That's
Yeah,
Which is
Doom
the
that
Paisley sound
glitters
effect
like-
that happens when the shadow goes off.
Glue, glue, the doom that glitters like gold.
Hey man, circle of life, man.
As the Sculpies hit the floor.
There's little Sculpey balls everywhere. Now that's an image.
Okay, so let's go ahead and go around the table and introduce ourselves because it's been a while and what character you're playing.
All right.
I'm Jazz. I'm playing Quinn, half-elf warlock of Harrison,
Heresy?
something like that.
Something like that.
Hey, that's what I was accused of. It's a lie.
Well, clearly. I'm Jocelyn, and I'm playing Marigold Moonbeam, a paladin. This is a big stretch for me. And I'm chaotic good, which will probably become clear at some point. And my god is Sahanin Moonbow, which I think is good for what I'm going for.
It's trippy.
Is trippy.
It's Chippy. All right. I'm Carrie, and I'll be playing Kiara, the barbarian outlander, who has gone the path of the totem warrior, which is a bear. My totem warrior spirit is a bear. So, I'm a very large, tall barbarian woman who apparently one of my personality traits is I watch over my friends as if they were newborn pups. So it looks like I'll be trying to take care of everybody. I got to remember to do that.
Yeah, and I'm Finley the Fickle, and I am a cleric of the god Brandabaris.
The trickster halfling guy.
Yeah, that would be the one.
Okay, so where last we left off, you guys were peeking in the western corridor. Peek, right?
Let's not peek. Let's just go in.
Oh.
Kick in the door.
I will kick in the door. Well, first you should try it first. I mean,
I think
after
the
all.
door's open, actually. And there's like
the door was open. That's why you're.
Let's just go in.
Okay.
I'm going in.
So, in what particular order are we sticking our heads in? So I know how to shoot them off.
Barbarian first.
I'll be behind the barbarian.
I'll
Is
be
that-
behind the paladin.
With the cleric coming in the rear.
Yeah.
So that look about right.
That seems appropriate.
It's like tallest to shortest people. It's like all you shorter people just stay behind me. Tanks, you're welcome.
Now
Did you ever
remember.
see that T-shirt, that World of Warcraft T-shirt, where
I
you have the
think I
big
have seen
tank,
that.
the warrior tank and stuff, and then all the people are peeking behind. You know, it's like, tanks, you're welcome.
Exactly right.
Now remember, don't lose your dungeon, buddy.
That's right.
Okay, so
Keep behind me, little ones.
a closed door stands at the north end of the North-south corridor. To the south, a mound of fallen stone slabs partially blocks the passageway. A large cavity is present in the ceiling directly above. My finger's waving there. The pile. Beyond the falling mass, the corridor ends in another closed door. A raised portcullis protrudes from a narrow gap in the ceiling a short distance from the south door. The dots are the portcullis, by the way. And there should probably be some, like, little dry right there where there's a door. So, what are you going to do there, Barbarian?
I'm going to go in.
Going where? You have a north and south.
I want to
There's
head
also the hole
towards
in
the
the ceiling,
portcullis
which is where...
and look up at the hole in the ceiling.
You're going to go walk over on the pile?
Yeah, I am.
You're walking on the pile, crunch, 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 crunch.
Yeah.
You can see where obviously someone has dropped stones from the ceiling. You want to go ahead and someone give me a perception check.
I've got +2 perception.
Okay,
3.
someone in the hallway.
Oh.
Put it
I have
that
a
way.
+4
Well, I'm not in there yet.
Okay.
I'm not rolling the brown dice of doom.
Okay.
I am not.
Well, we have a plethora of doom in this place.
Fudge buckets.
We're rated R. It's okay.
It's the
crit.
great dice of gritty,
crit.
dismal failure.
I have an 8 perception.
You notice the stones
Better
are
than
crunching
failing.
underfoot, and there's a gaping hole in the ceiling.
Ah.
So, Barbarian, for shits and giggles, would you like to roll a perception?
Well, yeah, and don't forget, I have, in case this goes south,
Well,
I have my danger sense.
Okay.
Dangerous.
I
Give
can
you
dodge.
bonus
I
to
have
this
dodge.
Danger sense do?
It gives me like an advantage on dodging,
Okay.
and I get a plus. I get 8
plus.
too.
Okay.
I rolled an 8. There's a hole in the ceiling.
On the
and
other
stones are
side
crunching.
of this crunching pile of stones, there is a portcullis in the way. Would you like to?
I'd like to
move it
go
out of the way?
investigate it. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm assuming you guys are heading this way. Everyone else is coming in the corridor.
Well, you know, I mean,
Hey, keep back
I'll
from
roll.
the hole.
I'll roll a perception.
Okay, so go ahead and roll your perception. Is the cleric gonna roll perception? Oh my god, an 8 as well.
Well, it's 11.
It's 11.
Okay, see, even with my
Okay.
plans,
Just
I
for
guess.
shits and giggles. I got a 21!
Woohoo!
at least somebody's paying attention.
Like, jeez Louise. Well, you know.
Okay, so as
Hey, what about our what's his name? Where's he?
he's hiding there, looking
Oh, yeah.
looking to see if he can find himself some loot.
Oh, dwarf the yellow belly.
Yeah, Okar Iron Eyes.
Yeah.
He obviously just is already impressed that you've gotten further than he has into this dungeon, so he's just hanging back.
Yeah, I think Jeffrey the Mule could have gotten farther into this dungeon than he did.
And
Yeah,
at the
man.
entrance, all of a sudden you're hearing. "Hee-haw, hee-haw, hee-haw."
Darn right. You're darn tootin' there, Jeffrey. I completely agree with that statement. He is a lily livered. Never mind.
Well, we'll just call him Yellow Eyes, I think. I mean, you know,
The
like,
yellow, it runs all the way up his back.
right? I mean, Circle of Life and all of that, man, but like,
And then
you gotta
eventually
take
he's
some
gonna
risks
turn
in
into a
life,
gold
man.
zombie.
All life should be treated with dignity. This dwarf may be less brave than the rest of us, but let's not take away his dignity.
And then all of a sudden you
Chippy.
have a Chippy.
Chip me.
And then all of a sudden you're thinking he may be called Iron Eyes because obviously there's no iron in that spine.
Because respect is due me. And all people, regardless of station, deserve dignity.
And that's why you got a chip.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so as the Barbarian and the Paladin are going to look at the portcullis, the other two members of the team walk into the pile, and as you've noticed them tramping over the pile, you kind of are getting a hint, but the halfling definitely notices that there's a skeletal arm sticking out of the blocks that the group is trampling over willy-nilly, not paying any notice to as they're
Hey,
stomping over.
guys, you might want to take a look at this. Take it that over there yonder.
Hmm?
what? Yeah,
Oh,
man.
look at that. The Stonefall Trap did have a victim.
Perhaps it's because I'm closer to the ground.
Perhaps so.
Watch it!
Always the short jokes with the halfling.
Right,
Okay.
well,
I've got half a mind. No.
Yeah, let's not go that route.
Step away from the corpse. Let's move some rocks.
Okay. Are you going to check the corpse out?
I am
Yep.
going to check the corpse out.
Okay, it seems to be a dwarf corpse that has been smashed and buried. And it looks
For how
like
long?
it looks like it's for a very, very long time. We're talking bones are all that's left of this
Yeah.
desiccated corpse. But it looks like someone has, the reason why the hand was protruding up is it looks like someone has actually already pilfered any valuables, it looks like.
We've had looters.
And you notice so you are moving quite a few of the rocks,
Yeah.
that there's about 6 other bodies.
Holy moly.
Oh dear.
That someone looks like they've willy-nilly pulled hands out of piles and then thrown remains, under the way, taking anything of value off of the bodies.
So, wow.
6
No respect.
dwarves.
I mean,
So, hey, lone survivor, did you know any of these guys?
Obviously not, since like I said, I'm not from this clan, but we're hoping to reestablish.
Can we tell how long ago that this pit trap and these corpses have been there?
Well, and he kind of hikes up his traveling clothes to get in the way there with you to inspect it. Does the Well, I would say it's been at least a few centuries, at least 200. If you look at the calcification on the skeleton there, that takes at least 250 years or so to happen. So, by my best estimate, anywhere from 700 to 200 years ago.
Do I believe him?
Yes, you do. With your powerful roll of, what is that?
2.
Not something higher?
2!
Even with
Insight?
pluses?
It's insight?
Insight is 6.
6 with your mighty 6.
Oh my gosh, all the dice hit
You
me.
absolutely believe him.
Wow, man.
And he smiles at your approval of this.
That's amazing, man. You didn't even touch the bones, man. Like, did you just I don't know, man. Did you could you smell the
I call
calcification?
shenanigans. Dwarven shenanigans. Let's move on.
When you see that he puffs up his chest and big hairy nostrils taking the big whiff. Well, you see, an elf may not know this, but the dwarves know their dust. And dust ages in a particulate matter. And in a particulate way that our fine mustaches and nose hairs can pick out. It's an acquired skill, I assure you.
Yeah, and it's an acquired smell because it's smelling pretty ripe in here.
Wow. Well, man,
I should take you
recent
back
does
to the
it-
bar and show you how fast I can convince everyone in the room that I'm a wine aficionado because I'm a half-elf and we're always drunk.
Yeah. Can we figure out how obviously the looting happened though after they were already skeletal?
Mm-hmm.
So someone's been here. Can we tell how long?
If anything was looted, it was probably recently after they were killed.
Oh, okay.
Long,
So
long
that's what I
ago.
was asking.
Yeah.
Okay.
It doesn't look like someone rubbled
Recently
through
it's been
here
there.
and moved through. No. If they were looted, it would have been long, long ago. So, Barbarian, do you want to try picking up that portcullis?
Sure.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a strength roll. Is anybody going to assist to try to help her?
Oh, sure.
Okay, let your sister go first.
All right.
You're a
hold on.
sister.
It's just a strength roll.
There you go.
Well,
What's your
assisted.
strength bonus?
My strength bonus is thing weird. Where? 2.
2. Okay, so you will get advantage on your roll.
Oh well, I don't
Which
need
is
it
why I
because
said don't roll until she rolls.
It doesn't matter. I've got 24.
Okay. Well, but just remember, if somebody's assisting, let them assist
No,
first, because
that's still-
it could have been you at a disadvantage and it would matter. So,
All right.
so basically, the paladin and the barbarian grab the portcullis and they just lift it up as the portcullis is clicking.
As you do.
Okay. So, who's gonna hold the portcullis in place?
Me.
Okay. Barbarian standing there with the portcullis in place, and is somebody gonna go check that door?
Well, I think the halfling is
I'll check the door.
uniquely qualified for door checking.
Okay. So, yeah, you're going to listen at the door?
Yes.
That mechanical arm's coming out really well. Go ahead and give me a listen check.
Alrighty. Where do
The dice are buried under your skull.
Okay, which one would that be? 'Cause I don't see listening. It's got to be perception, right?
Yep.
Oh,
That
she's
would be a
perceptive.
20 non-natural.
You hear the silence of the grave on the other end of this door.
It's pretty darn quiet in there.
It is. Are you going to open the door?
I'll
Yes,
use Mage
yes.
Hand to open the door.
Oh, the caster's going to
That's an
help you out.
impressive trick there, mister.
Okay, so you open the door, and basically as the door slowly creeps open, Barbarian is holding the portcullis up. The cleric looking through the doorway, I'm assuming with your light source?
Yep.
Okay. As the longest wall in this roughly trapezoid room is pierced, a trio of loopholes, dry rotted furnishings, a simple table surrounded by chairs, a bench, and barrel, are spaced about this room. Dusty and disused. Empty racks on the west wall once held weapons and other devices. And a pair of iron levers, one raised, the other lowered, protrude from the wall beside the door. A pair of metal shuttered loopholes pierce the door's face, allowing defenders to fire into the hall beyond. So you notice the door that there's a... Do you go mess with the levers?
Oh, levers. I gotta tell the I got to press the levers.
Don't push the button.
Does it take a lot of strength to pull levers?
Nope. It's just this is fine dwarven craftsmanship. It's the gears still move like
They're still
butter.
lubricated.
So I'll
good
ask
grease
the
there.
guy of our lone survivor.
okay.
So does this look like that was a room of last resort?
He comes tramping over there, walking under the portcullis. The barbarian's holding up with a little trepidation there. So, I've seen this kind of architecture before. And he pulls up his pants again, getting all important looking, and he goes tramping in there past the cleric. And he goes to the lowered lever, looks down the hallway where you guys are, and he clicks the lever up and down a couple times, feeling the lever out and listening, and you guys hear a clicky sound from the gaping hole in the ceiling. And he's like, and he kind of puts the lever back in position it was started at, and then he goes to the one that's in the up position, and he cranks it down, and all of a sudden the barbarian instantly feels the portcullis lock into place.
Uh-oh.
No, that's good.
Oh, okay.
He's like, just as I thought. This lever obviously was the lever for the portcullis, so that way you could drop the portcullis and then defend yourself as a moment of last stand from in here. And this lever, well, if you see that pile of rock there, I'm only assuming that it's some kind of last-minute ambush spot where you can smash the folks when you run out of arrows to shoot through the portcullis.
I wonder why dwarves would be burying other dwarves like this. Unless, of course, some of them were gold zombies, like in that other room.
That could be. But strange things happen to dwarves sometimes when they dig too deep into the earth.
Do tell.
They find strange things underground.
Yeah, like Arkenstones. Oh, did I?
Sorry,
wrong story.
Where did
No,
you
it's like Balrogs.
Where did you hear about the Arkenstone?
I
I
never.
think I saw it in a movie once.
I was just at a pub and some strange little people were talking about it, and they were with some guys with big beards, and there was a lot of singing, and the next thing you know, they're like,
talking about retirement.
yeah.
Did you see the video of the dwarf elf dance off that Sean
Yes.
Astin's in? And
Yes.
next thing you-
So good. Super good.
Oh, fun.
So,
Okay.
man, are we sure these are dwarves out here under these rocks, man?
Yeah, they're dwarves.
Yep. Looking at the skeletal remains, they're definitely dwarves.
Well, they were.
Yeah.
They were. So
Let's move on.
he kind of points to the north and says, "We should head north."
All right, man.
Let's go.
Okay.
Open the door.
Follow me.
I'll mage hand the door before
I'm
they
the
get there.
first.
Okay. And of course, he's taking up the rear.
As he's wont to do.
Mm-hmm. As he takes a moment to poke through the pile of dwarf stuff while you're on the door, just to make sure there's nothing of value.
Oh, of course.
Okay, so you look out into a long, long, dark hallway. So, for Barbarian, what light source are you carrying?
Let's see. Hold on. I got goggles of night.
You have goggles of night.
Yeah, remember?
Yep. That is your item. Okay, so you're doing okay with your night vision. What about the rest of you guys who don't have night vision? Does anyone not have night
hooded
vision?
lantern. I have me a hooded lantern.
I have some torches too, but I'm not using
Okay.
them.
I'm not using my spell yet.
Okay. So you see basically a long dark hallway. It's goes about 50 foot that way, 50 foot that way. Which way are you gonna head? East or west?
Where do you guys want to go? East or west?
I am going to flip a coin, literally.
Okay.
That
The
works.
halfling
All right,
pulls out a
Because
coin.
that's a godly thing for you to do.
Yeah, exactly, So, if, and of course, since I don't actually have a coin on me, I'm going to, it's like, okay, 1 through 3, and we go left.
Okay.
4 through 6, we go right. And we're going right.
All right.
Okay. So you're heading to the right.
That's right. And I love the little sounds.
And then he's like, but there could be more treasure this way.
So, Okar, man, like, does your mustache like pick up anything special about the dust in this hall, man?
Well, he gives you this important look, and he's just, I smell fortune in this direction.
So in other words, his dust star is blank.
I think we'll find something of great use this direction.
All right, man. Do you want to like come up here and like, give it a whirl? Cause man, like, life is short, dude, and you should embrace the challenges. Cause man, it's the circle of life. If you have no adventure, your bones cannot feed the soil.
I knew there was a reason why I hired you. Yes, I'll go first. And he opens the door and steps right in.
No, don't go first, little one.
He was inspired by the paladin.
Damn, you're good.
What's your charisma?
14.
14.
So +2.
Oh, well, you inspired him.
I inspired him.
I was just asking what your charisma was. He was inspired by that. He's like, I'll not be having a elf tell me, what to do. I'm going to choose my fate. Okay, so as you guys
Choose your own adventure.
I love those books.
Magical.
So we get like a little...
I actually still have some from when I was a kid.
Some of you guys come in there, and this small room...
Wasn't Choose Your Own Adventure, the first book was called Cave of Time, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And
then they had the
tons of
D&D ones.
Yeah.
Remember the
I-
D&D ones?
I still have it.
And there's the
pillars
little wolf
of
ones.
the pillars of
Yeah. Oh, I love
Pentagon
that.
or
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
It's on my bookshelf.
Sweet.
Still want to make one that we do the whole...
And they actually did. I don't know if you guys know this, but they actually did one that was a romance, but it was D&D.
Really?
Yeah, it was. I can't remember, but I think I still have it somewhere.
And then you find out the girl you're romancing is really a dragon.
Well,
Dragons are people too.
And that's where half dragons come from.
Yep.
Not the dragon stork.
Nope.
Okay, so as you step into this small room, it contains a bed, a clothing trunk, an open wardrobe, all of which bear signs of skillful construction in dwarven hands. The bed and wardrobe have been stripped of their contents, and the floor is covered with torn bedding and clothing. The trunk is closed and appears to be untouched.
Apparently, the maid's off today.
No.
I think the maid's been off for a few centuries.
Yeah, just
As your compatriot goes over to the old dusty rickety bed and kind of sits in it real quick. Poof of dust shoots up. That's actually a really good mechanical arm. This is a well taken care of quarters. This must have been of some importance to someone at the facility here. I'll supervise as you inspect the room.
Right, man. What's your...
And why are you qualified to supervise there?
Because he's paying us.
Because my
Good point.
my good eyes were the ones that picked each and every one of you, knowing that you had the skills needed for this adventure.
So I'm going to check out the trunk.
Okay. Go ahead and give me an intelligence roll. Investigate at disadvantage.
Eight.
Okay, you believe the amazing dwarven craftsmanship is beautiful in this trunk, and it looks like you could you just need someone that can pickpocket it, and you can get the trunk open.
I'm sorry, did you say sleight of hand?
Oh yes,
That's right.
11?
Okay, you try. As you get the chest open, you hear a click click, and you see a line of magical glyphs glow along the lid of the chest that you didn't notice
Of course.
just a moment before.
It's a magic box.
And
Does it read, I've prepared explosive?
the explosive glyph today? No, it does not. But you do get a whiff of, something something elemental, something something terra firma, something something. So, what are the rest of you all doing?
Right, man. I'm checking out this room. Like, it's dusty, but like there could be some stuff. And
You hit Godzilla's
all right,
tail.
I
Roll
love
again.
this. Better. So, is that like insight?
Insight.
So that'd be 16.
That's not bad. You actually, let me hand you back the dice. You actually find some papers that were tucked away in a leather case. But as you're finding those, something is happening over with your friend over at the trunk.
Which is?
Well, we're going to give
Okay.
the other two a chance to do something. So, Cleric, Barbarian, what are you guys doing?
Oh, I'm interested in the trunk, darn it.
Okay, so you're over here by the trunk.
Yeah.
I'm looking out for any, just keeping watch over my
Compatriots?
compatriots.
Okay, so let's do that thing
Hoping
where we
my
roll initiative.
Barbarian spidey senses will alert me if there's any.
Oh, that would be a whopping 6.
15.
Danger sense. Like a dog. Oh, crit!
I have a whopping 3.
Whopping 3.
The dice.
Am I
hate
supposed
me
to roll?
today.
Yeah, if
Oh,
you want
sorry.
to, if you want to join in the fight, sure.
I do. Yes, I do.
If you don't want to, you don't have to.
Is this initiative I'm rolling?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Then I have got 11.
Damn. Believe it
Oh.
or not, your horrible rolls were actually not too horrible compared to his, since you all did higher than him.
What?
Isn't it? It's an elemental. But I get a bonus to saving throw. Dexterity
Part of me
rolls.
wants to pull out that line, but I don't think that's what it is yet.
Which line?
Oh, we went into a tavern, and the tavern owner asked us why we were bringing weapons into the bar.
Oh, the mimic.
Mimics. The bartender laughed, we laughed, the table laughed, we killed the table. It was a good time.
It was a good time. All right, so immediately following the glyphs lighting up, there is an earth elemental that magically appears at the trunk and is going to smack you
Go for it.
because it's a jerk, and it's what it does. That was actually nice. 21.
That'll hit.
Okay, it's going to hit you for 5 points of damage as this beefy earthen fist cracks into you.
Ow, bloody foot.
Okay, and by the way, Cleric, earth elemental forms right in front of you, but thankfully it is your turn.
Alrighty, well,
It's my
Jazz.
turn.
oh, I thought you said cleric. It's your turn.
So, no, you just saw it form.
Well, how about that?
That's exciting.
I believe I'm going to be hexing it, but let me just double check something real quick. Don't know
And for the record, it is not medium-sized creature, it is small-sized elemental. It's small, but mean.
That happens a lot.
Mm-hmm.
mean looking.
It's pointy,
Yes.
and stepping on it is a
caltrop
fearsome
of the-
experience.
The caltrop of the dice world.
Yes.
Mhm.
As the calm Christmas music comes cascading in.
Of course.
And the mechanical arms getting more and more textured.
You know, I still have the. Oh no, wait, it's on a message. I'd have to download the message because
What?
too bad we didn't bring the 12 D&D days of Christmas that you.
I can't imagine until we do it. It's a snake our idea.
Right.
I'm like, does Kelly have the email I sent? Or the text?
You text. It didn't come as a
I texted
text.
to Kelly.
Actually, I do. I'd have to go back quite a.
I think I actually have the email. I could probably share it with you guys' email form. But I printed it up
Yeah,
and everything.
email it. Yeah.
It's actually coming out really well. What is this?
I think it looks good.
I think we need you to make some more Sculpey stuff.
Because this will get sculpt bonded to the back of it.
Mhm.
I'll fire these separate pieces, and then Sculpey bond that onto them, so
All
that
right,
it would
so-
just kind of lay into it and hold.
Perfect.
Like a
weight.
plug.
We're going
Yeah.
to hex it first,
Okay.
and then I'm going to Eldritch Blast it.
Okay. What does your hex do?
For the duration while I concentrate it, I will deal an extra 1d6 necrotic to it
Ew.
whenever I hit it with an attack.
Ew.
And just checking in on the things here. Okay, I'm going to Eldritch Blast it
This
for
3 foot tall, vaguely humanoid shaped stone appears with the sound of grinding stones next to you. Swinging an oversized fist.
Uh-oh.
And it looks like it's about to get really mean.
well, as if it wasn't by punching me in the face. I mean, really.
As it takes up this little boxer's stance. With this big stony mitts. This little 3 foot earth elemental.
Alright, so firing off Eldritch Blast,
Looks like a new
ranged
Pokemon.
attack. So we're
An angry Pokemon.
Oh, so you're gonna take your disengaged step back.
gonna.
So no attack of opportunity.
And then 12 to hit.
12 to hit. 12 will actually hit.
Excellent. 10d6.
Roll a d6. Roll a d6. Hey, your 10 is like my 1d6.
So 9.
9 points damage. Okay, your spell cascades across it, doing all kinds of nasty damage as the rock is petrifying and falling to the ground. So, Barbarian, it's your turn.
I am going to smash at it with my
So,
great axe.
Here's where you are. Are you moving between...
I'm moving up.
Are you moving between them or just up? You got 2 choices.
I'm okay with going between them
Okay.
because, after all, I have to protect them like they're little pups.
Okay.
So, and we're gonna invoke that.
Oh, okay. Going with
too.
inspiration.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, which is a good thing I did that. So, 5, 18.
18 will hit.
Okay.
Roll for damage. Remember to warn you guys if it is cold.
And it is 10 points of damage.
Okay. Okay, you swing your axe. And
Oh wait,
you-
12. Oh no, I haven't invoked my. If I hadn't invoked my rage yet, so it's not 12. It's
Okay,
just
so you're
10.
not raging yet.
I'm not raging yet.
Okay, so you swing your axe and huge chunks of stone go flying off. So, cleric, it is your turn.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and do a dex save. Since it's earth, fire should still affect it. Sacred flame that sucker.
You're gonna sacred flame it with the radiant damage.
Yes, I am.
Okay, does this have to make a dex save?
It does. It has to be a 12.
12 on a dex. Let's see if the rock is fast. Wow.
That's what I'm
Rock be
hoping that
fast,
it's
rock be
that it's
agile.
Oh, right.
done.
Rock roll
Nabbit.
19.
I forgot about the hex thing,
Uh-huh.
and we'll not do it for this one, but when you apply hex, you get to choose an ability score that it has disadvantage on.
Oh.
So for this point forward, it'll be dex saves.
Dex saves? Okay. Disadvantage
Awesome.
on dex saves. Okay, so,
Yeah, man.
dear Paladin,
Whoa.
would you like to get in there?
I mean, wow, man, that was like fast. What the hell were you all doing, man? Like, whoa. I'll just, yeah, I mean, I guess, like, he's already angry. I'm gonna, like, move in here.
Poor thing is surrounded now.
Dude!
Flank it.
Nobody puts tiny earth elemental in the corner.
Dude! What are you doing, dude? Like, come on, man. We're just, like, here hanging out, and suddenly you're, like, attacking us, man? What the hell, man? Like,
He's just doing his job.
the life is not about, violence, man. Like, you could be our friend, man. You could, like, come hang out with me. Like, I sing songs and we have, cool adventures and, like, fun stuff. And I roll a natural 20 on that.
That's because your last roll was a 1.
Okay,
I think
so
I've seen
you
reason now.
kind of crit. And some
Kinda.
awesome shit's happening. Go ahead and give me a damage roll.
All right, man. Like, what is that? That's like a.
Look at the middle box above the bottom. Look dead center down the middle. There you go, that box. It should have your weapon.
Yeah, it's a 1d8.
So basically roll twice the D.
2d.
Yes, 2D.
For a grand total of 8
And that's slashing, right?
as slashing.
Okay, any bonus to your damage?
Should. Strength goes onto it,
Oh, 2.
and that gets
So-
doubled with crit.
Yep, so
4.
12.
Yeah, 12.
Okay.
So he's not going to be our friend, I take it.
No, you are just massive chunks flying off of between the axe, the sword. It's for a fact that if this was a flesh and blood creature, your weapons would have just decimated it at this point. But it is still just falling to pieces here. Thankfully, it might get one turn here to swing away, and it's going to go ahead and swing on the barbarian that hit it first. That's between its target and it. So it takes its beefy little hands and it starts flurrying them at you.
Okay.
Will a mighty 7 hit you?
It will not!
Excellent.
Will a 14 hit you?
Yes, because that's my armor class.
For 7 points of damage as a beefy fist hits. Then, from the corner of the room with the bed, a crossbow arrow shooting out of the darkness.
You have a...
Oh my god.
I just realized I haven't healed from the last one.
No, we need
we
a short
haven't.
rest.
Oh my god.
Does he kill him? Does Okar Yellow Eyes
That is
kill?
not fair.
Okar, Yellow Eye, Iron Eyes,
Yellow
shoots
eyes.
his crossbow bolt, which lands dead center of the
What
forehead.
did he do?
of
Roll
this
a
little-
20?
No.
He rolled a 19 unnatural.
Ah,
But it does not fell the earth elemental. It is still
Good.
swaggering its little elemental swagger. But he just rolled really good with his crossbow, which was really a shock since he's kind of a negative to crossbow. So we're going to get back to the top of the order. So
again.
Yes.
you can definitely tell the elemental's still trying to get to you for opening the chest that it was guarding.
Well, sorry. Contracts have to end sometime. Zap. That'll probably hit
That will
for
hit.
17.
Yep.
Do that one and this time. For 10.
10 points magic damage.
Actually, that was 5 and 5. Force and necrotic, if it matters.
Force and necrotic. Nope, as long as it's magic is the main thing. Okay. Just lighting of Godzilla.
Sorry, I just had to.
It's the lighting of the Godzilla.
Oh.
Switches are on.
So you know what you could try to do is put light inside Godzilla.
Beginning to look a lot like kaiju.
Hang on. Turn that up.
Hey,
We can fix that up. If you
Oh.
want to.
As long as you
Take a
know,
look in
back on.
he
Tokyo.
looks like he ate a Christmas tree. We're good.
I can always send you the links too, but I found one of these that runs on just 2 watch batteries, so it's smaller. Runs out of power faster, but it's super, super small.
That's cool.
If you're going to the Festival of Lights tonight, you'd see it on the Sith costume I was throwing together. Mark 1 Sith costume.
Nice.
Okay, so as your spell ripples out, the earth elemental just convulses and then literally just crumbles to dust that lands on the chest that you had opened up.
Great,
Well,
what's in the chest?
As Iron Eyes goes, I knew I'd get him!
Don't push your luck.
As his crossbow bolt just lands on the ground next to the barbarian's foot. Okay, so what do you guys do?
Check the darn tootin' box.
Okay.
Of course.
So while everyone's doing their thing, the halfling's immediately going to the loot.
Well, let's see what's in there.
So as you
I mean, it's got to be something interesting if they had something guiding it. I'm only just saying.
No, yeah, man. Like, that makes total sense, man.
as she's saying that, as she's flipping the lid back and going through it already. So
You see my little legs sticking out and like halfway in.
That's a big box.
waist deep for a halfling into the trunk.
Exactly. Kicking the legs.
Man.
Okay, so in the trunk, it contains work clothes that seem miraculously well preserved.
Like,
Little dwarven-sized work overalls.
So they're just big on you.
yeah, but are we
a
talking?
beard comb made of,
Yeah, I won't be needing that.
Nope. Okay, a grooming kit for your mustachio.
Oh, give it to guys.
Yeah, right.
Whatever his name is.
A large leather-bound ledger.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, what's the book say?
It says ledger.
No, I mean inside. What is
Do you
it
read
alleging?
dwarf?
Well,
What is it alleging?
Are you digging through the chest, or are you stopping to read the book?
Nah, toss the book. It's probably
Okay,
in
so
dwarven.
ledger
Ochre wants
hits the
it
floor.
anyways.
A single key on a silver chain,
Well, that might
Oh,
be
that's
needed
pretty.
later.
That's pretty.
and a wooden box.
Ah, does it have a lock say the size of the key?
The wooden box does not have. It's just a wooden box.
I'm gonna open it.
Okay, the box contains. Are you ready? 3 potions of something. I'm assuming you're going to take a short rest in this room to figure out what those potions are.
I would like to take
Yes.
a rest.
Okay.
I need to heal
So
up.
during your short rest, you guys can expend any hit points that you have that you want to burn.
How do we get back our magical thingies?
That's a long rest.
That's
for
a
spells.
long rest or a fancy dancy. Do you guys want to take a long rest in this room?
I have no magic.
It does seem secure enough that you could probably camp out in here if you want to trust
We're level
that no
3.
crazy race will come back to undeath and come walking
Yeah,
through
and
walls.
I've got this satchel full of papers and things. So
Okay.
I like to take a break, rest, read, rest,
Okay. So
have a
as,
drink.
so as you guys are basically doing the taking your long rest in this room,
Okay.
the halfling is discovering, not that she's here at the moment though, but you get 3 potions of healing and 2 potions of vigor restoration.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Should we wait for her to come back in the room?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm very pleased about Godzilla eating the Christmas tree.
It is pretty awesome.
I'll try and bake up his arm this weekend.
That's where Godzilla gets all his glowy lightning powers, because he eats Christmas trees.
Yes, little did we know. All right. So,
Okay. So the group is taking a long rest in this room, by the way, since you're joining us back.
Okay.
So the group is taking a long rest. They discovered that the potions was 3 potions of healing and 2 potions of vigor restoration. Okay.
Well, them that can't heal might as well take them healing potions.
That's always good to have one on the cleric. I'm just saying.
yeah, no, back up for the cleric because,
That would.
You're the backup for the cleric paladin.
Yeah, well, but I spent all of my spells in our first
Undead fight.
McDoodle.
McMurderfest.
So for the noob here, the casting noob, because I never play casters, this is just like a holiday adventure. How do I get my slots returned to me?
So you would take a long rest, and then at the end of that rest, you would pray to your god when you wake up. And then you would get divine inspiration and get them back.
All of them.
Yes.
All of them.
Oh wow. That's
Now, do paladins can re-choose their spells, right?
They're divine casters, yeah. So in theory, they could.
I like the ones I've
Or,
got.
yeah, I was going to say, do you want to keep it easy and keep it with what you got?
I'm gonna stick with what I've got right now because
Seems
I've
to be
only
an
cast them
effective-
once.
Yeah.
I don't really understand this whole like casting stuff thing that that happens.
But that's perfect because you're a divine caster, which means you don't really understand it, but somebody's passing the power to you.
Oh, right on.
So that works perfectly good.
All
That,
right.
hey, someone is giving you the power.
Well.
Grammar Nazis.
Oh, Godzilla.
Godzilla with the glowy star in his mouth.
And with, like the little menagerie.
The menagerie, yeah.
Yes.
Behind I like how Secret Santa's in the background, too. Okay. Yeah. We've got like a little diorama now.
Diorama Rama.
This episode brought to you by Diet Coke Secret Santa Can.
Mm-hmm. All right. I'm done with my Godzilla geekery.
Okay.
And I'm going to rest and pray and read these papers in this leather satchel.
Okay, so the
I do speak Dwarvish.
so the ledger is written in Dwarvish and contains records of various deliveries and shipments arriving and departing from the Knuckle, this place. Give me a investigation roll.
With the dice that love me ever so much this game.
The barm dice. Oh no.
Would you like to try one of my die?
So what you're saying is all of your D20s hate you today.
Yes.
I've got
I am
investigation and I speak Dwarven. Can I get a shot?
At some point, definitely. At some point, the elf paladin gets so distracted by the boringness of these numbers, all of a sudden, like dyslexia kicks in.
Yeah, man.
That's okay. I got lysdexia, so
Oh, dear.
And then the book is passed over, and unfortunately,
So you're Slidexic too.
yes.
Slidexics of the world untie.
unfortunately, at some point, Jazz, when your character picks up the book, the binding rips, and the leaves of paper just come fluttering down.
And for his next trick, he will gargle peanut butter.
I'll be right back. You guys keep going. These dice are shamed.
Aw.
Does someone wish to give a nature or an intelligence roll besides the two that already have
I will
tried?
give intelligence. No, I better not. I'm a negative one to intelligence.
My nature.
You can't roll worse than a 1.
Intelligence.
That's true.
Yeah, I'll have to go with intelligence.
Let's go with a sparkly.
It's
a
very
sparkly
hard
one.
to
And we
screw it
got
up as much as I already have.
a
Okay.
12. 'cause
You
I'm
got a
negative
12?
1.
So are we rolling intelligence or wilderness?
Oh, I could roll wilderness? Where's wilderness?
Well, you can do one or the other.
I don't see wilderness.
Where's
on there.
wilderness?
Well, by wilderness, we're meaning nature. Intelligence, nature.
Well, that would be the same. I got a 12.
Well, which one are you wanting to do?
And
And Carrie, which one are you doing?
nature.
Well, I did intelligence and
barbarian
well, actually
rolled
the same for
intelligence,
each. But I epically failed.
Okay,
I
the
rolled a
barbarian
1.
comes to pick up the pages and
And
puts them
like-
all in this different
Do
scattered
I have
order.
to do everything?
But
My
while the
goodness.
barbarian is picking up these papers and putting them all completely out of order, thereby
Exactly.
destroying the
You know, there's
historical
numbers
record
on here that says the pages.
Doubt that.
The cleric does notice a map that's there. And on said map, that you identify positions of landmarks, and you can use this to make a path to Steelhand Hall, another dwarven outpost.
Steelhand Hall.
It's where it talks about, going from this location to Steel Hall, and
So if
it's
this is the knuckle, then it goes to the hand.
better to live hand to knuckle than hand to foot, or hand to mouth.
Whatever. Let's follow the map.
Very well.
What, you want to leave here?
No,
Oh,
It's
It's
a
not
map to another place.
Oh, never
It's
mind.
above
Yeah.
the
No, we gotta finish here.
Okay.
Sorry, I
So-
thought it was a map of the cavern.
No. Unfortunately, your employer
Obviously,
is
the trade master.
definitely wanting the papers, since you guys have obviously destroyed the ledger at this point and scattered it. But he will spend the rest of the night
Butterfingers.
trying to put it back
But-
in order.
But you know what? That one page seems to be missing. The one with the map.
Oh, it does.
Oh, yes, it does.
Give me a sleight of hand.
Okay, that would be a
Could pass it to me too.
freaking head.
dice
That's a
is
5.
that?
No,
These are
7.
my new
A 7?
20s.
A 7.
Oh,
You
okay.
bought some new
Careful.
D20s?
Careful.
You believe you've stolen it sufficiently. Oh, wow!
Pretty.
Christmas dice.
They're new. The other dice go in the bag of shame.
No, see, I'm like, I have to salt my dice because they're like,
I'm like,
Dang
we're
it.
gonna have to get a picture of the Christmas dice. You smiled. That means you want to be in the picture too.
With her Doctor Who's
Now,
guy.
Jazz, are you wanting in the picture or are you retreating from the picture? I couldn't tell. Okay, there we go. Oh, that's actually
yes.
a really good picture.
the bosom shot.
And there's, well, you know,
Yeah.
more than just a bosom.
He ain't complaining now.
Nope.
You'll
I am
No,
going to be talking
I-
like this for the rest of the day. But
Okay.
don't you know that?
Well, I think
so-
that's really good for imperial officers.
Yeah.
Actually, that would be
Hey,
hilarious.
like that
for an
short troops.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, yeah, people call it the ass into space, but I like the hometown feel. Because that one stormtrooper, he talked with that northern
He did.
Midwestern accent.
You say it's the ass into space, but I like the hometown feel.
Oh. All right. So
Okay,
back
so-
to
You've
the
seen
dice.
Troopers, right?
So
Oh my God, it's the funniest.
you gotta see it. It's a
It's
great
a
little
cops
short.
version, you know, like the TV show.
Oh,
There's
okay.
domestic
Nice.
disputes.
Oh,
Their
I need to
nephew
see it.
Duke
Duke
or
or something.
Soup is
Oh,
missing.
your friend has your ID. Is this?
No,
is
no,
this
no, do you have a permit for that droid or the bill of sale? You have a bill of sale for that droid?
And it's the
And the Jawa rolls off in
MST3K droid.
Oh my God.
It's like it was your friend. It's like, you know, I hate it when
It's
they
your
run.
cousins.
It's your cousins, yeah.
Are you, is this your cousin? No, this is your friend. But if you like Star Wars, watch it.
You have
It's,
to troopers.
it's super fun.
Rumor has it
Bad
that
boys,
Lucas
bad
liked
boys. What you gonna do?
yeah, rumor has it that Lucas liked it so much that he hired the guys who made it. This was years ago.
It was
too.
years
Wow.
ago.
Yeah, we're talking
We have it on a
15 years
DVD
ago.
somewhere
Oh my gosh.
that we got from a magazine
It's a hoot.
and a
Wow.
hybrid.
Okay, so as you guys come to a rest and everyone takes a break, is anyone particularly watching? Keep and watch, or are you having steel eyes? Keep watch.
I'm watching him. Watch.
Okay, you're watching.
I
him
think watch.
Okay.
Or she doesn't sleep.
Oh, wait a minute.
so-
She doesn't sleep. I'm going
She
to
doesn't
She
sleep.
needs 4 hours and then some meditation time.
Yeah.
Okay.
My
So
meditation time got me new
this
dice.
is a great place to wrap it up there with your new meditated dice.
Thank you for listening to D&D Journey of the 5th Edition, a member of the Creative Play and Podcast Network. And remember, be careful out there. There be dragons about.
Hey guys, and I'd just like to thank all of our patrons, the folks who supported us on Kickstarter, and the folks who've given us positive reviews on iTunes. So on iTunes, XO4, thanks man, you've been with us since the very beginning, and we still love getting messages from you, man. Next would be LOL Man 1, that's 2 L's, 2 N's, D&D Rocks, exclamation point, and OCU Teach. Thanks you guys for going to iTunes and hitting the review because it really does help other folks find us so they can actually hit us on the friends list. If anybody in the Patreon and Kickstarter page wants their name to just be their last name or their first name, let us know. But I'd like to definitely shout out to Christopher Onstadt. Thank you very much, man. Chris McCarty, thank you. Kelly Springer, thank you, honey. Carrie S., thank you. And, of course, James Springer. Thank you very much, guys. And thanks for being our patrons. Thanks for supporting us. Thank you for your emails because, guys, we love going through those emails. And if you want to shoot us a message, shoot us an email to creativeplaypodcastnet@gmail.com. Thank you for supporting us, guys.